Today I'm talking about the 5 trees that you have to identify for the Southeast Bushcraft Base Camp Challenge. My first tree is going to be a pine tree. Everybody knows what a pine tree looks like. Trees use wood as fuel, dry pine needles for lighting a fire. You also got fat lighter that you can get from pine trees. Pine cones contain edible seeds which are found in pine cones. They're full of fats, vitamins, and minerals. Harvest pine nuts in the late summer to late fall. Young cones themselves can also be eaten. Twigs, young shoots are edible. You can make pine needle tea. The green needles are rich in vitamin C, which is a very powerful antioxidant. I will let you know that I have drank pine needle tea before, and it cleans you out real good. You can also use pine pitch. Pine sap produces an excellent adhesive which has endless uses. White pine can be used. The bark and resin are an antiseptic and put on. It's a tulip poplar. The best way to identify tulip poplar is by the M-shaped leaf. The M-shaped leaf. Resources for fire and cordage. Use the bark to make containers. I personally made a knife sheath and a set of snow goggles out of them. Wood to make your bow drill kits. Good for one-stick fires. Make tongs and spoon from them. Tulip poplar inner bark and leaves were used medicinally by Cherokee and colonists in Georgia. You could use it to make a poultice from leaves to treat inflammation and sores. Inner bark for fevers and upset stomach. Supposedly the inner bark was chewed as an aphrodisiac and for toothaches. Colonists use the root and bark to treat malaria, used as a tonic to induce perspiration, to treat fevers. Root bark and seeds useful as a warmer for the body, and it can also be used to make a cough syrup from the bark. That piece of tulip poplar, and there's a round darker ring on the middle of the tree, and it's lighter on the outside. You can take this when it's dry, and you can make your bird's nest and tinder from. All around, tulip poplar is great for building fires, just about anything with this. Here's a piece of cut tulip poplar. It's real lightweight, real easy to carve with. This is sassafras. You've got an oval leaf, 3 mittens, and then a glove. Reduces inflammation. It's great antiseptic. Makes it an excellent option for cleaning and protecting wounds. Since it's anti-inflammatory, it can also be used to soothe insect bites, burns, and even some kind of allergic reactions. You can also use it to brush your teeth with. Just rip you off a small twig, shred it on the end. It helps kill germs. It can give you an energy boost. It helps expel toxins and excess minerals. Helps to clean the liver, kidneys, lungs, and intestines. Used to get rid of the remnants of bacterial and viral infections. However, being a diuretic also means that the body will release excess amounts of water, so it's important that you remain hydrated. A good rule of thumb is to drink 2 glasses of water for every glass of sassafras tea. This is a young hickory tree. So is this. Has a 5-leaf pattern. Native Americans used it to make hickory milk. They pound them to pieces, the hickory nuts, and they cast them into boiling water. It's as sweet and rich as fresh cream, and is an ingredient in most of their cookery, especially hominy and corn cakes. You use it as a medicine. Infusion of boiled bark for arthritis pain. Inhaled fumes of young shoots on hot rocks as a treatment for convulsions. Cold remedies, liver aid, gynecological aid, and dermatological issues. Hickory was used by the Cherokees for stickball sticks, crafting bows, handles, firewood, smoking meats, and furniture. Ashes from hickory were used by settlers to make quality lye for soap. Inner bark was used for cordage. You could take the nut oil mixed with bear fat and use it as an insect repellent. This is a white oak. The acorns are edible. Acorns, after leaching out the tannic acid, can be ground and used as flour to make acorn bread. I tried that one time. It turned out to be like a peanut butter pancake. It's not bad at all. The tannic acid, which can be extracted by boiling and leaching acorns, or the inner oak and twigs, is antibacterial and can be used as an antiseptic wash before, and have heard of it used to quell diarrhea, it says. Use the tannic acid found in the bark to tan leather. The oak's very hard wood. You can use it for axe handles, digging sticks, and shelter frames. If you take enough of the leaves and let them dry out, it's real good for tinder to get a fire. And that is a white oak. Here's possibly a better view of what the leaves look like. And the bark. Up top, or about halfway through, it looks like it's flaking off. The bark of a white oak. And it almost the base.